You tell your dog, "I love you all the time," don't you? But here's the surprising truth. They don't understand those words the way we humans do. And yet, there's no need to worry. Because today, I'm going to reveal 9 powerful ways to show your dog just how much they mean to you in a language they can truly feel deep in their heart. And here's the twist. Number 5 is something that almost 99% of dog owners never realize. But once you do, it can completely transform the bond you share. This isn't just about handing them treats or pampering them endlessly. It's about giving them the things that truly matter: safety, happiness, and the certainty that they are an irreplaceable part of your family. So, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to make your dog feel loved in a way that words could never match. 9. Lower your voice and speak calmly. Let's start with something so small, most owners overlook it. The way you use your voice. Not the words themselves, but the tone. For your dog, your tone is the real message. Think about it. You could say, "I love you 100 times" in a sharp or rushed voice, and your dog won't hear love at all. They'll hear tension. But whisper something as simple as "good boy" in a calm, low tone, and they'll lean into you like the world just got safer. Science explains why. In MRI studies, dogs processed emotional tone the way we humans do. Calm, steady sounds lower their stress hormones. Loud or harsh sounds, even if you're not yelling at them, trigger cortisol and make their body think danger is near. So when you soften your voice, your dog's entire nervous system relaxes. To them, it's not just sound, it's proof I'm safe. I belong. My person is at peace, so I can be too. I remember a retired truck driver told me once, "When I talk to my pit bull in that low, steady tone, he just sighs and drops his head on my lap. Like he knows I mean it." That's the kind of connection tone alone can create. So here's a little test for you tonight. Don't make it complicated. Sit down beside your dog, take a slow breath, and lower your voice. Say something simple, "I'm here." Then watch closely. Notice how their body softens, how their breathing changes, how they settle in against you. That's your calm voice reaching their heart in a way words never could. But here's what most people miss. Your dog isn't only listening. Long before you ever open your mouth, they're already watching you. They're reading something else entirely, something written in plain sight, right on your face. 8. Smile and use facial expressions. Your dog doesn't just hear you, they see you. And before a single word ever leaves your mouth, they've already taken the measure of your mood. Dogs are natural face readers. They study every flicker of your eyes, every crease around your mouth, and they decide in an instant whether the world is safe or uncertain. Researchers in Japan discovered something fascinating when owners raised their eyebrows, especially the left one, and smiled softly at their dogs. The dogs visibly relaxed. Their body language changed. Their tails wagged slower, more steady. To them, a gentle smile isn't just an expression. It's a signal. "You're welcome here. I'm glad you're mine." Think about it. You've probably had days when you came home tired, shoulders heavy, face tight. And your dog didn't need words to know. They saw it the moment you walked in. Maybe they lowered their head or stayed back for a moment waiting. But then, on other days, you came in with a smile, and instantly they lit up because they were reading your face like a mirror. Dogs don't fake it. They don't hide how they feel. So when they see joy in your face, they reflect it back the only way they know how, with wagging tails, soft eyes, that little lean of their body against your leg. That's their version of smiling. That's their way of saying, "I feel your love." Here's something you can try. Next time your dog looks at you, don't rush to talk. Just pause, raise your eyebrows a little, let a smile spread across your face, and hold that look. Watch carefully. You'll see their ears shift, their breathing ease, maybe even a deep sigh of contentment. That's the silent conversation you share. No words needed, just truth written across your face. But here's where it gets even more powerful. Because seeing love on your face is one thing. Feeling it through your touch, that's something else entirely. And that's where we go next. Verse 7. Gentle touch and petting. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful ways to speak straight to your dog's heart, the way you touch them. It's not just a pat on the head or a quick scratch before bed. Done right touch is a language one that tells your dog, I see you. I value you. You belong with me. Science backs this up. In a study published in 2020, researchers found that when dogs were gently stroked by their owners, their oxytocin levels rose significantly. That's the same hormone that bonds mothers to their children. At the same time, their stress hormone cortisol dropped. Just a calm hand on their back literally changes their body chemistry, making them feel safe, loved, and connected. But here's the key. It's not about how often you touch, it's about how you do it. A rushed pat while you're distracted doesn't mean much, but a slow, steady stroke along their back, or a gentle scratch behind the ears that tells them you're fully present, that you're giving them your attention, not just your hand. I'll never forget what a widowed veteran once told me about his old lab. He said, when I sit down and just rub his ears, he closes his eyes like he's melting. And for a moment, it's like we're both saying the same thing without a single word. That's the kind of silent conversation touch creates. So here's something you can do tonight. Don't just pet your dog on autopilot. Slow down. Let your hand rest on their chest for a moment. Scratch gently behind their ears. Run your palm down their side in one long, steady motion. Watch how they respond, the way their breathing slows, the way their eyes half close, the way they lean into you as if to say, don't stop. I feel you. And here's where the loop continues. Because as much as touch can speak volumes, there's another language dogs understand just as deeply: play. The way you play with them isn't just fun. It's one of the clearest ways to say, I love you. And that's where we're heading next. 6. Play their favorite game. Now here's something a lot of people forget. Play isn't just about burning off energy. For your dog, play is one of the clearest ways you say, I love you. When you tug that rope, toss that ball, or chase them around the yard, what they're hearing is, you matter to me. Your happiness is my happiness, and it goes deeper than fun. Studies on canine behavior show that play is how dogs learn social rules, test boundaries, and build trust. When you play their favorite game, you're telling them, I understand you. I respect what you enjoy. And here's the secret. It's not about winning. In fact, letting your dog win from time to time, whether it's tug-of-war or a silly chase, boosts their confidence and makes them trust you more. Trainers often call this the bonus treat effect. It's not food, but the victory itself becomes a reward, a way of saying, I see you and I'm on your side. I once spoke with a retired truck driver who said his pit bull loved tug-of-war. I let him win almost every time. He laughed, and you should see the pride in his eyes. He struts around the living room like a champion. And when he's done, he comes and lays his head on my lap, like he knows the game wasn't just about the rope. It was about us. That right there is love disguised as play. So tonight, instead of just giving your dog a quick pat and moving on, grab their favorite toy. Let yourself laugh, be silly, and enjoy the game through their eyes. Watch how they light up, how they engage, how their tail wags in a rhythm that says, "This is the best part of my day." But here's something even more overlooked. Because as joyful as play is, there's another signal of love that doesn't involve toys at all. It's quieter, slower, and it happens on every walk you've ever taken. And yet almost no one realizes how important it is. That's what we'll uncover next. 5. Walk slower. Let them sniff. Here's something almost every owner gets wrong. You think the walk is about exercise, covering ground, stretching legs, getting your steps in. But for your dog, the walk is about something else entirely, their nose. Dogs experience the world through scent. Every tree, every patch of grass, every lamppost is a message board full of stories. Who's been here? What they felt? Whether it's safe? When you rush them along yanking the leash because you're in a hurry, you're cutting them off from their language. But when you slow down and let them sniff, you're telling them, "Take your time. Your world matters to me." Science confirms this. Studies in canine behavior show that sniffing lowers a dog's heart rate and reduces stress. In fact, one research team found that dogs allowed to sniff freely on walks showed greater optimism in problem-solving tasks later. Think about that. A simple sniff break actually makes your dog happier, calmer, and mentally healthier. I'll never forget meeting an 85-year-old man with a dachshund. He told me, "I don't walk him for me anymore. I walk him for him. He stops at every single tree, and I let him. Because that's his joy." And the way he looks back at me after, it's like he's saying, "Thank you." That right there is love in action, giving your dog the gift of time. So next time you're out, resist the urge to rush. Instead, pause. Let them bury their nose in the grass. Watch the way their tail moves slower, steadier, as if they've just unlocked a secret of the universe. That moment of patience from you is louder than any "I love you" could ever be. But love doesn't stop outside on the leash. There's another way to say it that happens right where you rest in the quietest, most tender place of all. And it's where we're headed next. 3-4. Cuddle and share space. Here's one of the simplest but most powerful ways to tell your dog you love them. Just be close. Dogs are pack animals by nature. For them, nothing feels safer than resting with the ones they trust most. When you let your dog curl up next to you on the couch, stretch out beside you in bed, or even nap by your chair, you're sending the clearest message you can. You're family. You belong right here with me. Science backs this up. Studies on co-sleeping between owners and their dogs show that physical closeness reduces anxiety in dogs and helps regulate their sleep patterns. That warmth and steady heartbeat beside you is more than comfort. It's reassurance. It tells them you're not alone. I remember a widowed man who told me, "After my wife passed, I thought I'd never sleep through the night again. But my shepherd curls up by my side, and somehow I rest easy. He keeps me alive, and I keep him safe." That's not just cuddling. That's love in its rawest form, two lives anchoring each other through presence. And here's something important. Cuddling doesn't always mean holding tight. For some dogs, it's about leaning against your leg, lying near your feet, or simply sharing the same space in silence. Respect their comfort zone, but make sure they know they're welcome. Because for them, just being allowed close is proof of belonging. So tonight, instead of pushing your dog off the bed or the couch, try the opposite. Pat the spot beside you. Let them climb up, settle in, and drift off. Watch how their body softens, how their breathing syncs with yours. That's not just rest. That's their way of whispering, "I trust you. I love you." But here's the beautiful twist: while cuddling brings comfort in stillness, there's another form of love that happens in motion. It's in the way you meet their gaze, the silent bond that needs no words at all. And that's exactly where we're heading next. 3. Eye contact that lingers. Now this one might surprise you, because in the animal world, staring is usually a challenge. But with your dog, it's different. Holding their gaze not for a second, but for a moment that lingers, is one of the strongest ways you can say, "I love you." Back in 2015, researchers in Japan discovered something remarkable. When dogs and their owners shared mutual eye contact, oxytocin levels, the hormone of love and bonding, shot up by more than 130% in dogs and nearly 300% in humans. That's the same chemical surge a mother feels when she looks at her newborn. Think about that: when your dog gazes into your eyes, they're not just looking. They're bonding with you at the deepest level. Biology allows. You've probably felt it yourself. That moment, when your dog catches your eyes and just holds them. No barking, no movement, just quiet presence. It's as if they're searching your soul, and in a way they are. A disabled veteran once told me, "When my dog looks into my eyes during a bad night, it's like he's pulling me back from the edge. No one else could reach me, but he can without a single word." That's the power of eye contact. It's trust made visible. It's a conversation of loyalty and love that doesn't need sound. And the more often you allow those moments, not looking away, not brushing it off, the stronger the bond becomes. So next time your dog looks at you, don't turn your head or rush away. Meet their eyes, hold it, breathe into it. Notice how their body stills, how their tail wags softly, how the room feels quieter. That moment is a bridge, a place where both your hearts agree we belong together. But as powerful as a single glance can be, love also lives in time. Because at the end of the day, your dog doesn't just need your eyes. They need your hours, your presence, your attention without distraction. And that's what we'll uncover next. Number 2. Quality time without distractions. If there's one thing dogs understand better than words, it's time. For them, time spent with you is the purest form of love. Not the treats, not the toys, not even the walks, but the moments when you're truly there, not half there with a phone in your hand or your mind somewhere else. Here's the truth: your dog's entire world revolves around you. You are their morning, their evening, their every day. And when you carve out even a few minutes of undivided attention, it tells them louder than anything. You are my world, too. I once spoke with a retired man who said, "It's just me and my boy now. We sit on the porch every evening. I don't talk much, he doesn't either. But he leans against my leg, and I know he feels it that this time is his and only his." That's quality time. It doesn't need fancy outings. It doesn't need words. It just needs presence. Science agrees. Studies on social animals, including dogs, show that undistracted interaction lowers stress, builds resilience, and creates what researchers call secure attachment. That's the deep emotional anchor that tells your dog, no matter what happens, I belong with you. So here's a challenge for you tonight. Turn off the TV. Put the phone face down. Sit with your dog, whether it's in the yard, on the porch, or on the couch. Let the quiet stretch. Scratch their chest, talk softly if you want, or say nothing at all. Just be there. Watch how their body relaxes, how their breathing slows to match yours. That's quality time, and it's priceless to them. But here's the thing: while all these moments matter, there's one final way to say, "I love you," that goes beyond voice, beyond touch, beyond time. It's the deepest truth your dog longs to feel, and the one thing most owners overlook. That's what we reveal in number 1. 1. Treat them as family, not just pets. And here we are. Number 1. The most powerful way to tell your dog you love them isn't in your voice, your smile, or even your time. It's in how you see them. Do you see them as just a pet? Or as family? For your dog, inclusion is everything. They don't just want food in the bowl or a walk in the morning. They want to be part of your life. The chores, the routines, the moments that make up your days. When you let them follow you into the garage, sit by your feet while you read or ride along on a quiet drive, you're telling them, you belong in my circle. You are not just something I take care of. You are part of me. A widower once told me every night I eat dinner at the table and my old dachshund sits in the chair across from me. Some folks laugh at that, but I don't care. She's all I've got left, and she deserves a seat at my table. That story captures it perfectly. To his dog, that chair wasn't about food, it was about belonging. It was proof that she wasn't alone. Science has a word for this secure base. Dogs who are included in daily life, treated as family, show lower anxiety, stronger trust, and even live longer, healthier lives. Love for them is participation. It's being welcomed into your everyday world. So ask yourself, is your dog just around you or with you? Because when you make them a true member of the family, you give them the one gift they crave most, belonging. And that more than anything else is how they understand, I love you. You tell your dog, I love you, all the time. And now you know the truth. They don't need the words. They need the actions. The lowered voice that says you're safe. The smile that says you matter. The gentle touch that melts their stress away. The game that makes them feel alive. The slow walk that lets them read the world. The cuddle that anchors them through the night. The gaze that binds your hearts. The time that proves they're your priority. And finally, the seat at your table that says, you are family. That's what love looks like to them. Not grand gestures, not endless treats, just the simple everyday ways you choose to be present. And here's the loop back. Remember, when we began with the idea that dogs don't understand, I love you the way humans do. Now you see it clearly. They don't need the words. They've always understood something deeper. Every wag of their tail, every sigh at your feet, every quiet glance, that's their way of saying it back. So tonight, don't just say, I love you. Show it. Choose one of these 9 ways and give it to them. Watch how they respond, how they soften, how they glow in your presence. That's love returned louder than any words. And now I want to hear from you. How do you tell your dog you love them? Drop it in the comments, because your story might be the one that helps another dog and their person grow closer. And if you want to go deeper to really understand your dog's emotions, click the video right here on the screen. There's so much more to discover. And trust me, your dog will thank you for it.